Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
Are we talking about the optional feature which allows you to summon a familiar? Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the optional feature which allows with the only thing with that is that only lasts I think it's half the druid level, Tom?
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I'll be fine.
Yeah, it uses up one of your wild shapes, doesn't it? It'll last for however long your wild shape does.
Yeah, something like that.
Could you send me a link to it so I may use it appropriately?
Wild Companion.
Just sent it to you.
Thank you.
When I sent it to you, I just sent you the feature on my thing on Roll20, so you'll see it on there.
Circle of the Moon?
It's not Circle of the Moon exclusive. It's for every druid, but it's an optional from Castures.
Its Feyn disappears when you finish a long rest.
Okay, so it'll last until you go to sleep, and then you can just resummon it again.
Did they change that? Because when you cast a spell in this way, the familiar is a Fey instead of a beast, and the familiar disappears after a number of hours equal to half your druid level.
I'm trying to find it on my character sheet too. Give me
in discussion, if that's one.
Yeah, it won't. I don't think it would be in your character sheet directly. You'd have to manually add that in.
Oh, I know what that is. Yeah. Opposite, look at the PHB bit.
PHB 24, yeah. The 2024 one.
Yeah, so it's from the newest rules. I'm basing it off the 5th edition rules. I don't know if Tom's introducing any of the 2024 rules.
Nope.
Pretty sure
even disabled it in this SRD.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do not appreciate it. I will not appreciate it, and I will not play it.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Neither will I.
Why is it showing me the 2024 one?
Where are you looking?
I found the one.
If you want the
Where?
It's the 2014 Tash. Well, not 2014. It's Tasha's rules.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where it would be on my character sheet now.
It wouldn't be. It's an option rule, so you kind of have to add it yourself generally. If you just copy what I've got there, that should help. Just copy it into your features. Do you know how to create features?
Yeah, I did. I just copied it into the feature. I'm just to make it easier on Tom. Is there a character sheet I should be using for the summon?
I don't know what you mean by summon.
He's talking about the familiar. I think generally Tom will create that, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yes, but you need to tell me which familiar you're summoning, so I can do that.
Is there a quick list for that?
I believe in the Find Familiar one, there is.
Yeah.
So I would go to search Find Familiar. Sorry.
Spell Find Familiar. No, don't apologize. We're just explaining what you need to search for.
Yeah, actually, it might help if you add the Find Familiar spell to your spell list as well, because that way you can just refer back to it.
And
just make a note that you don't actually have the spell, but like you're using it for a reference or something.
Yeah, I have it as a spell, but I'm not. It's not actually a spell. It's just for the purpose of.
Oh, okay. So it'll be under spells.
Yeah.
Find Familiar as well,
yeah. What level is it?
It's level 1.
Yeah.
1, yep. I've decided that if Jonathan ever does die, I'm going to go into the recycling route.
Into the recycling room?
Yeah. Necromancy wizard.
Okay. I was going to say, you're going to bring Car into this.
I mean, I could also do that.
Car would be
so, who wants to tell us what the recap is?
I could do it. 1 second.
Good.
Recap.
Bay, that first thing you sent me are the familiars that I may use.
Yeah, both of them have a list of all the different creatures that you can have.
I'm trying to find the recap, Finn. Where is it? Why?
Below downtime.
Ah, yes, thank you. Right, so after the ghosts left, after taking a few casualties, the group took a moment to heal, then check on the treasure room. Fenris finding much magic within, and especially on a scroll. Jonathan picks open some empty chests, and Matthias comes in to break one with a stubborn lock, finding they were quite flimsy. The pair get trapped inside briefly and warned they would be hunted by Baron Maflarion. The door opens again, and the group get up to the next floor, wanted to leave. However, Fenris sees the bodies and recognizes one as his younger self. They find platinum rune cubes upon them with a necromantic spell, and the chandelier above also seeping with magic. Removing the cubes woke the two. Fenris too passing back out, seeing himself, and the woman turned out to be his sister Jasmine. Strahd entered the room and sent Fenris too back to his time and place, and warned the party about keeping their wits, welcoming them to Barovia. Looking for a safe place to talk, they leave her house and are about to look for a direction to move in, which I believe Pip was handling.
That way.
All right. So, this session, as weird as that is, will be a lot of theater of the mind. So I hope you guys have brought your mind with you, because that will be a part of it.
I left my mind at home.
Well, that's a problem.
I left my mind in work with taxing customers.
I was going to say, I'm going to have to go back to work to get mine. It's okay, I'll join on Discord mobile.
So wait, I need to understand. Is an airship? What kind of license do you need for that? Anyways,
if I have an amphibious house with wheels,
yeah.
which tax bracket does that come under?
Well, and if it can fly as well, then
yeah.
Anyways, an amphibious submarine. There you go. That's the question.
Yeah, when they leave it through the hole.
So you guys want to go that way? Yes.
Pick a direction.
I can't see the map for some reason.
I know,
No, on the map, Alan.
because you don't know where you are. I can't show you a map.
Oh, that's true.
Pip, I think, was trying to find a direction, weren't you, Ben?
How would you like to find a direction?
Should I throw you up in the air, see if you can see all of the trees?
I mean, there are easier ways than throwing someone up in the air, sure.
Ben?
I think
Mr.
Ben's
Ben?
still playing with this wax.
Ja,
It might be he's having...
middag starter nu, så... Middag starter nu. Ja.
What? No, I'm guessing he's talking to someone else. Ben?
Oh, he's resetting his mic. Give him a second.
Oh,
So I've been talking for ages, and can you hear me now?
how was it?
Yeah, now, yeah.
Oh, I've literally been talking and wondering why everyone was like talking over me and not responding.
You are so rude.
Honestly, I felt so like sad.
You know what happened to me when I was on Thursday, not this Thursday, one behind, and I was thinking that, God, they are so rude. They are just ignoring me. Then I discovered my mic was off.
Oh, mine wasn't off. I was like seeing my little light up like I was talking. I just thought that like, oh no, that's fine.
Anyways, yes.
Because you could hear me suddenly fine, and then I thought I didn't change anything for it to suddenly be disconnected. So that was strange. Yeah. So where, like, as I was saying to myself, alone in this room, I was thinking to first of all get used to the surroundings and see what landmarks there are around, if that's okay, like forests, trees, mountains, water. You know, what can I hear? What can I see?
A small reminder about Barovia. There's this thick mist kind of going above the tree line that seem to be mostly hiding any major landmarks that you can see, at least from above. Even the sun, you can barely kind of make out where approximately it is. So you can kind of make approximate hour kind of thing, but it's very dark compared to if you're thinking about a regular kind of place. So it's not like you have a good it's not like you have a good vision in regards to, you know, daylight. It's more like in reality you would have, like, you know, those hours between daylight and nighttime, kind of, you know, dusk and dawn kind of thing.
Yeah.
Those are that is kind of the lighting that you get.
Can I hear anything?
I mean, you can hear birds, and you can hear your party, and you can hear some howling of wolves in the distance.
Okay, right. So, upon hearing the wolves, can I find out how many of them there are and how far away they are?
You can definitely try.
Using
Do you want
my
to roll perception?
special ability.
Well, first of all, perception.
To
see how well you're
any
seeing.
advantages with that from Natural Explorer, Ben?
Yeah,
It
but
would
I'm just
also
waiting for
count as beast, and therefore I can. When are you? Where is it?
You have advantage. I'm fine. Okay. I didn't say you don't have advantage. I just said you need to roll.
Sorry, it's not that. I swear there was one more thing that enabled me to learn exactly how many of them there were. Yeah. Just depends if I'm in my favourite terrain or not, which is grassland and forest.
I
read the bottom bit, Ben.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Fine. Sorry.
So if you want, you can roll perception. Yes, because you're based on hearing. I will not allow you to roll survival because you don't have something you're kind of checking. All right. From this kind of trying to using your hearing, you're estimating between 5 to 20.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, it's not that one. It says whilst I'm tracking. Would you say I'm tracking these creatures?
No.
Okay.
You just heard them. That's all.
Right, I'll turn to Fenris. Fenris, is it time to do the bird thing? Get above the clouds and scope out which direction we can go in? Because I'm completely lost with this fog.
I was considering it, but you know what the mist is like here. I'll look through Bright Scale. How are you doing on wild shape power?
Brightscale actually gets like a giant grin on his face. Oh, I could manage quite a few.
Yeah, I'm trying. Aldara kind of comes off of my power. So yeah, if you want to go check it out, just be careful. You've never experienced the mists here before, and they can be trippy. Is probably the kindest way to put it.
I kind of frown at that, tilting my head. Am I about to fly into something unpleasant?
Potentially. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
just be careful. If anything does happen, get back down here instantly. Don't stay up there for any length of time.
DM, may I become a giant owl?
You may. You become a giant owl, I'm guessing.
Indeed. It does not provoke attacks of opportunity when it flies out of enemy reach. I don't think that's going to do anything. But it also has advantage.
Don't have any enemy currently in front of you, so I don't know what you're worried about.
I'm just
sure.
Worried as all.
Would you like to fly up?
Indeed. There's kind of
how much?
I'm going to fly up 60 feet, I think.
Okay. So you kind of get to almost just above the tree line kind of thing. As you get there, already like at 40 feet high, you already kind of start seeing this mist kind of bothering your eyesight, kind of, seeing less through it. As you get to 60 feet, it's not that the mist is very thick, it's not like, it's completely blocking your view. But there is a strange sensation as you're flying in it. Your wings feel colder. You can feel this sensation of unease, and you can see these things moving within the mist. You cannot actually make out what they are, but they're moving very quickly, and each time you try to focus on one, they seem to be moving just out of your vision. What would you like to do?
Can I make a perception check?
You can.
Indeed. Let me pull up.
But before you do, tell me what you're trying to perceive.
Those things on the furthest edge of my vision, I think.
So you keep trying to shift your head very quickly from one side to another, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll perception.
What up, character sheets being weird here? Come on. It doesn't want to load.
Control F5. Shift F5 the game, and then it should be able to do it. Do you want me to roll for you if you wish?
That'd be nice.
Okay. I'm just asking because some players don't want the DM to roll for them. One moment. Need to wait for it to load as well. There you go. These sheets. Where do I find that? There we go. No, that's not it. Perception. There we go.
Oh, I found it. I can roll it now.
All right, now roll. Okay, you can roll.
Come on.
Okay. You're gonna try to shift your vision very quickly from side to side.
I think my form gives me advantage on it. Not advantage.
I would tell you that normally you would get anyways disadvantage from the mist, but it would kind of, I would give you D8 anyways, so it doesn't really matter. You're gonna shift your vision very quickly from side to side and try to kind of really look at what you're seeing. From the best you can kind of, from the fast movement you can see and all that, you have the distinct impression of something, at least something with wings. Regarding size, you're very hard to tell because the mist kind of seems to very much kind of distort the size. So sometimes you can see it very big and sometimes you can see it very small. You can't make out exactly what kind of animal it is, but it seems to be moving very rapidly and doing almost no noise, or rather, doing no noise within the mist.
All right.
Would you like to keep flying?
I want to fly back down to tell them what I've seen so far, being very careful.
All right. You start flying back down. Please roll a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
You start flying down, and for a moment, you catch yourself kind of starting to dive down to try and kind of lose height. But as you do so, for a moment, it feels like you're actually going upwards, and you're about to correct yourself before you realize that something is playing tricks on your mind and making you think differently before, and you continue to kind of dive to get to the ground as you carefully actually land beside your group.
Right.
You are next to your group.
You would all see this giant owl land. It looks like kind of one of those horned owls, but when you look closer, the horns look draconic once again. I'm gonna obviously transform out of my form so I can explain.
Sure. Yeah.
There are two winged creatures on the outskirts of my vision. Every time I try to
Excuse me, I didn't say two. I didn't tell a number.
Oh, there are winged creatures on the outside of my vision. When I try to focus on them, I just frown, seem to slightly vanish out of sight. It's hard to actually pinpoint what they are. The mist also messes with your senses. I had to remember which direction I was flying for a brief moment.
Yeah, no surprise there.
All right.
I suppose you have a giant bat form or bat form of any kind.
You could shift into a bat if you wish.
Okay, I'll do that.
Before you do you want to ask why?
Is there a reason? Sorry. Is there a reason why?
Might allow you to see, and Fenris finger quotes when he says that, what's up there. But then again, if you're anything like me, you probably have limited power until you take a rest. So it might be better if we just don't worry about it for the time being, unless it becomes a problem.
Yeah, I think it might be better to stay on the ground for now.
Is there any foliage around or underneath us?
Strangely enough, no. There are dead branches and the ground seems to be wet.
Wherever we are, it seems like something is going on here. Like, why would there be broken branches but no other sense of foliage around?
Just to be clear, on the trees there is foliage, not on the ground.
Okay.
I mean, it's Barovia, Pip. It kind of comes with the territory.
Perhaps
Do you think you pick a direction and go for it?
When does it show my character sheet how many wild shape casts I have?
It should be shown as a resource.
It's in your druid in your druid thing. And I believe
you should have two.
2 per short rest.
Yeah.
Short or long rest.
Yeah, I should have written those in for you.
It's okay.
Yeah, your wild shapes are underneath your short rest thingy on the main part.
Oh, I see it.
No, you have none left today.
All right.
Option.
Well, until you short rest, anyway.
Yeah.
If someone reminds me, usually we've been able to sleep off the fog, right? Like, if we've gone to sleep when we've woken up, it's been clearer? Or am I remembering that wrong?
I mean, the weather does change. It's not constant.
I mean, now with trees, is it time to make base and kind of wait rather than just blindly going into in a random direction?
We're still rather close to this manor house here, so I'd rather get away from there before we have to deal with any more ghosts or undead.
I say we walk until we find either water or a road.
I mean, you already found water. The entire ground is kind of covered in a thin layer of
running water.
Okay.
Let's try. I can always call up a place for us to stay if necessary. I say we just keep going for the time being, and then we'll handle it.
Okay.
Are we in a relatively flat area, or is it sort of hilly or sloping?
It's not flat, but it's it's kind of generally flat.
Right.
So if it's why do you ask? Because maybe I can answer you more accurately if it helps.
So I was going to say, if it's sort of hilly, then traveling downhill might end up leading to a road or a river, since they tend to.
No, that's not. It's not hilly in that regard. Okay, so no.
Yeah,
that's
fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Any direction will do then.
So which direction do we want to go? So since you still know your directions, it's just a question of which direction you want to go.
We'll go.
Yeah. So sorry, what you were saying, Ben? I cut you off there.
I was saying, shall we go north?
Ben just brings out his map of Barovia. Has that fixed itself, or is that still showing nothing on there?
Sure, I will show you the map of Barovia. One sec.
All right.
So where the hell are we?
That's the question. Fenris will look at the map and then kind of, going north could work, but going north could work, but it's 50-50. Going north could lead us more towards the mountainous areas, but it could also lead us into known territory. It really depends where we are. So north is, I suppose, as good a direction as any, and he'll wrap up the map and put it back.
Mm-hmm. All right. So north it is.
Let's go north.
All right. Ben.
Yes.
Why don't you roll survival?
Okay. Oop. There we go.
All right.
It's being a bit slow.
You move the party, at least by your calculation, to the north. You move about 5 hours to the north, if you wish. You get to a section of trees, and the ground's still kind of slightly wet. You're guessing that it's kind of a type of swamp that you're in.
Yeah.
You see no end to. I mean, you don't feel any difference in the place. It doesn't seem to be shifting in regards to. You don't see new type of biome or anything that would suggest that you're advancing towards the exit of this marsh or whatever you are, wherever you are. If you wish to continue, you can. I'm just saying what you see.
I mean, I'll propose this to the group.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go. I still vote that we make camp for the night and try, because I don't know how long this swamp's going on for, and we've been going on flatland for a long time now.
It also has been a very tiring march because it's marsh.
If we're entering marshland, we could be in. Well, we could be near Barovia. There was a big marshland there, but I don't remember. And there was forest nearby, so it could be part of it. But
I'm just thinking, we heard the wolves. If they were going to ambush us right now, we're proper screwed.
Fenris will turn to Jasmine. How are you handling it? Are you okay?
She's shaking, kind of, mostly from fear.
Fenris will put an arm around her shoulders and say, "It's okay. We'll talk things over once we find somewhere safe to stay. All right. If you're all okay, I can try it. Bear in mind, I have never tried this on a tree in Barovia, so I don't know how it's going to react."
By all means, I suppose.
Do you cast?
I'll cast Forest Home on a nearby tree which looks safe enough.
Sure. It seems to work.
A ritual cast, by the way, not an actual cast, so it will take about 10 minutes if anyone wants to do it.
You can do it. I will say that you'll kind of, as you look around, gathering any dry wood, no chance.
The home in this tree should be comfortable enough for us, but yeah, we might have to make do without unless anyone's carrying dry wood. I didn't think to pack any, and I could conjure up flame occasionally, but it's going to be it's going to have to dwindle out eventually.
We've got an oil lamp that won't give off a ton of heat, but it'll be something.
Jonathan.
Yes.
You, or your senses, seem to be disturbed. every now and then you can feel something approaching. It seems to kind of get to the very edge of your sensation of that world, those souls that are somewhere not in the prime material. And then they seem to kind of, as though sensing you, or you being able to sense them in some way, kind of veering off and moving away. But you're definitely sure that there are many of those, because you've been feeling them for the entire march, every now and then kind of touching your sensation.
So as if they're crossing the path that I'm walking and then sensing me and just went, no thanks.
Yes, but it's more like they're touching just the edge of your vision kind of thing. It's not like they're actually, you don't actually see them in any way.
They exist just outside the corner of your eye.
That's the sensation of it, yes. Brightscale. Mike? Brightscale?
Mike?
You do?
Hello?
Can you hear us?
There you go.
Yes, I must have been muted. Jesus, I'm so sorry.
Not on Discord. I don't know why you were muted. Anyways, as you were walking, and as you're kind of waiting now for him to finish his spell to create the tree, the more you walk through this place, the more you feel disturbed. It is nature, no doubt. You can see it's a marsh, but something feels ominous about it. Your connection to this nature feels as though something is off.
Okay.
You can't actually pinpoint something specific. Can't say that this is what is going on, but definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to do anything about it, or do you just continue on with it?
I'm gonna obviously make a note of it. Is there any checks that I could? Well, first off, I want to say a quick prayer to Myliki, see if she will keep watching out for me and the party, etc.
Yeah. Roll religion, please.
Of course.
All right. Roll D100, please. A D100, please.
I keep forgetting where's the dice.
Oh,
it's the dice
that one's
button on the toolbar.
Oh, that.
Or /RD, 1D, and then 100.
/roll space 1D 100.
Yeah, I don't see the dice bar. That's so weird. Okay, I got this.
You can just type it into chat. There you go.
All right. Okay. And what did you want to do after that?
Kind of check if my connection to how badly affected it might be here.
I would say roll Arcana to see how you sense it. All right. You can still feel a connection to Myliki, but it does feel shrouded. Like if there's something not blocking it, but kind of like if you're, in in water, kind of screaming in water, you can still hear it. It just is very. You can't hear it well,
Obscured?
kind of thing. Yeah, there you go. Obscured.
Okay. Excuse me.
Yes?
Sorry, sneezed.
Ah, okay. I didn't hear the sneeze, so...
Fair enough.
But you are excused.
Mm-hmm. Continue. In the meantime... where is it? Matthias.
Yes.
You're doing your best to just, being yourself. No matter how much you're trying to kind of, keep a cheery tune to yourself or keep a kind of, optimistic side of it, kind of using your god to, promote yourself and feel better about it. This place makes you just feel terrible. There's this sensation of you're always a bit too cold, always a bit wet, a constant sensation of just unease. And to be clear, I know that you are well, clothed and such. I'm not saying that you're, you don't get any damage or anything like that. It's just a sensation.
Yeah. It's just being aware of water in your boots.
Watery roots, you've been working for 5 hours. Everything seems to, be dark in this place.
Yeah.
This is not a good sensation that you're kind of getting from this place. And last one, Sinmari.
Yes.
You don't know why, you don't know how, but you're feeling good.
Better than last time I was here?
Better than you were for a long time, as though something kind of, connects. Something feels right.
I'll try and think back to when I went to their realm,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did I feel wrong arriving there? Like I would try and see if I...
Okay, so I'll ask it kind of in a way, because it's your character kind of thing, but I would guess, okay, since you travel to another realm that is not your own, that you can't come back to, what you know and all that.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you would feel kind of out of place in a way. Not necessarily, wanting to, leave that place, but out of place,
Mm-hmm.
That's what my guess.
Yeah, like everything is unfamiliar, like entire history, customs, everything. Like
it feels better than in. It feels better than there.
Bavaria. Okay, yeah, because I don't know that Bavaria would be any more familiar to me.
No,
other than
but
me having
that's why I said you don't know why. You don't know why you're feeling this. It's not like, this entire place doesn't look good, but for some reason something feels.
But what I was
better.
trying to allude to is whenever I basically stepped out of my intended timeline and went to their realm, did I feel an unease from it? I would try and think back to whether it might be an unease like that was lifted off me.
From going to their realm, you're talking.
Yeah, because I also would step out of, let's say, my intended timeline in a way, doing that.
I need to reset.
Definitely.
I need to reset my internet, if that's all right. I'll be right
Okay,
back.
sure.
No worries.
So I'll continue just to describe for you, because I don't want to lose my train of thought. Definitely feeling better than that. You felt unease back then, yes.
Okay, so it would be reasonable to think that might be why, like I have restored my timeline to some degree.
Could be. It's reasonable, yes. I'm just not confirming that is the reason.
Fair, but that would probably be my conclusion as my character.
Yeah. I think... there's one more, but do we want to wait for a second for Mike before I continue to describe the next person?
I don't mind.
I don't mind.
We can wait.
Okay.
We're not in a hurry.
No. Well, in the meantime, drink.
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 Chug.
Just so to be clear.
We like to drink.
You can still chug water.
You just shouldn't chug
That
water.
doesn't excuse you.
You can quaff it.
I drink approximately 3 liters of water a day.
Fair enough.
It's a good amount.
Yeah. And if I don't drink that amount, I feel bad. So.
You also live in quite a warm climate, so it's appropriate.
Though I drink that amount approximately also in the winter.
Which is also warm, by my standards.
Well, by your standards, not by mine.
Yeah.
It becomes like 14 degrees, man. It's cold.
I
Oh, wow, that's so
14
cold.
degrees are nice. Yeah, 14 degrees is like quite nice weather. It's actually 15 degrees outside right now.
You're crazy. I like it when it's like 25, 29.
That's like my maximum.
Nope, I will die. If it's
Like
over 25.
anything beyond 25, it's too hot.
Nope.
25 is
I agree.
unbearable.
I agree.
Mm.
As someone who consistently sits in like 38 degrees at work, anything above 25 is unbearable.
Okay, I will do the following test, okay? If you are beneath the threshold of the height of where the UK is, you can give another judgment. If not, then you all are the same one.
I would happily live in a fridge.
I mean, you can go to Antarctica.
That is true.
You said a fridge, not a
Though
freezer.
It's a bit.
Bit of a leap.
Yeah. It's also a bit
It's
expensive. I find.
always
You know,
cold.
like it's not
Plus, I'd
exactly
also have-
like available.
Plus, I'd have to have my appendix out before I went.
Why?
Oh, if you're going to Antarctica for more than a few weeks, you have to have your appendix removed because there is no hospital that can do it for you.
Right, yeah.
There was
Why do you
a
need to remove
doctor that
your
went
appendix?
there. Because if you suddenly get an appendicitis and it bursts, you die.
But you can have other things that you can have that there's no doctor.
Right.
I'm guessing they don't
so
remove your
try-
brain before you leave.
Yeah, there's very little you can do about that, even with doctors. But no, the appendix specifically, because there was a doctor that went there, and he got an appendicitis while there and had to perform the operation on himself.
Oh dear lord.
I would probably say no to getting my appendix removed just because I'm going somewhere. Because, I mean, I'm not... No, it's just because, I get it, you might, but so might you die from anything else.
Yeah.
So I find it kind of, you need to remove your thingy, so you need to remove this. You need to remove your second lung, because in case it will, I mean, at that point, you're just removing
lungs,
every organ.
Yeah, but all the other organs are way more important than the appendix, which at this point is vestigial.
I mean, he's not...
Actually, research has proven that it's not.
Just barely.
No, it has a purpose still. It has a purpose. Just because you can survive without it, you can also survive with one lung.
Yep.
You can also survive with one thingy.
Kidney.
How do you call it?
Kidney.
Just because you can remove it, it doesn't mean that it's
survive
good
without
for
a
you.
gallbladder. Yeah.
No. But that's an actual rule for people staying in Antarctica long term, is they need to have it removed before they go.
Yeah,
Such a
to be fair,
weird
the
rule.
appendix tends to...
It's probably a practicality thing rather than a health thing. Like it's practically we want to keep you alive.
I get it. I'm just saying, why not then suggest removing XYZ? I mean, you can remove many things that might be a problem.
I think it's because the appendix tends to be the worst culprit for it. It tends to be the one which tends to give out randomly without any rhyme or reason.
But is it more tendency in cold weather?
No, but it's harder to deal with in remote locations.
I mean, I'm guessing that if you have a problem with your lungs, it's also very hard to deal with in remote locations.
You're probably going to have a slew of fitness and health tests before you go.
Well, there's nothing stopping you from going there without it. I mean, they don't actually stop you from taking a flight. They suggest that you do all those things. Just that. I mean, if you decide to travel to, for example, to some Argentina or something like that, and then you decide to take a boat, to Antarctica, no one will stop you. It's not recommended.
There's cruises that go down towards Antarctica.
Yeah.
But they at least have like doctors and stuff on the ship that could deal with the issues.
Yeah, if you're just going for like a few weeks, that's fine. But if you're going long term, like with a team of scientists that are stationed at the,
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that me personally, I would find it a bit stupid. But I get why they do it. It's just that I find it a bit stupid. Because
they have penguins in Antarctica, don't they?
You can understand something and still find it stupid.
Exactly.
Those are valid combinations.
Yeah, true.
It's not stupid if it works.
Works? I mean, okay, so here's the problem with that statement for me. You can't prove by doing this, because you don't know how many of those would have actually suffered from anything if they wouldn't have removed it. All you know is that the fact that they did do it, they didn't suffer from that. But it doesn't prove anything.
There is a 0% chance of appendicitis if you have no appendix.
Yes, but you also have 0% chance of getting appendicitis if you weren't meant to get it.
Yeah, the thing is, you never know if you are or not until it's not in you anmoore.
It's a
Schrodinger's appendix.
Also, by the way, just so you know, these days, removal of appendix is actually not recommended normally. If they can do anything to stop it from getting to it, they will not do it.
Yeah, they kind of had to do something about mine because it burst literally as they were operating.
Oh no, I'm not saying that it never. I'm just saying that they try to avoid it as much as they can.
It's a preferred thing to not do so.
Yeah.
I can see Mike is on Discord, but I don't see him connecting yet. I can see him also on Roll20. Anyways.
Might be workers called him off hours.
Oh, wait a second. So yeah, I'm just finding the let's remove something just in case. Because the appendix, as weird as it is, actually gives a place for the body to store good bacteria.
Like I said, that's me screwed.
Well, I mean, your body still has other places that it stores it. Just to be clear, the body is very good at having places that it stores bacteria. Yeah.
There are so many pockets in the human anatomy.
Well, it's more like the body knows that at some points you might get a disease that will wipe out a lot of them, and then it needs somehow to save them from.
And biological redundance, having two lungs and so forth,
Yeah. Because it has nothing to do with you actually needing two lungs. You can survive with one. It's better if
humans on average that had two lungs but at some point, and probably also even earlier than humans, but at some point it was, advantageous because, you could randomly get one burst and the other one would still function or something,
Also, it allowed you to run for longer times, so... So yeah, it's like when I went to, I think it was Thailand or something like that. We got a vaccine for something, and vaccines I have no issues with because that is not removing something from me. It's giving me something to help me in case of. Removing
it's the whole idea of taking something out of your body, I guess, that you're not so comfortable with.
I mean, I don't mind it if there's a good reason for it, but just to remove it just in case...
that makes sense to me.
I mean, why not remove the arms? I mean, they might freeze off. Legs.
Yeah.
At that point, you
remove
can...
the arms, just in case,
Just in case it freezes over. You don't want them to freeze over there, so...
Well, the thing is about that, they have other precautions like coats, gloves, and buildings.
Don't get sick.
Heated buildings. Yeah, you have to go through
that
a lot of
easy,
health
just don't get
tests.
sick, you know?
Yeah. I think you have to have a clean bill of health before you go to begin with, and there's like very, very strict hygiene rules around all the different compounds.
The only issue with all that is that, if you live around people tend to be amazing banks of different germs.
Oh, yeah, it will likely happen eventually, but like they do everything they can to mitigate it while still working there.
I'm back. Sorry. Hello.
We're talking about removing the appendix of someone for traveling to the South Pole.
Oh, no, don't do that.
I mean,
Apparently
I'm against it.
You have to have your appendix removed when you travel to the South Pole, apparently.
No, not when you travel, when you stay there for long term.
When you were there for a long time, yeah.
Griff was very specific about it, so it's...
Yeah.
But you will be happy to know, Griff, I'm not going to travel there. As in, stay there for long term.
Yeah, no, I wasn't planning it either. I'm just saying it as like, it's an interesting fact.
It is an interesting fact. I actually didn't know that. Anyways, so let's continue. And the next one I need to take care of is Pip. Ben, you good?
I'm here. I'll get off ChatGPT.
Good. Stop talking to ChatGPT. It doesn't know anything. I'm
talking to the robots,
I mean, you could play with it D&D, I guess. Though it will be very bad at keeping the theme going because it's just going to invent some stuff as it goes along. And anyways, you have been traveling and kind of leading the party forward, trying to kind of going through this marsh.
Yeah.
As you were kind of guiding them and trying to keep them safe in the marsh, knowing kind of trying to spot dangers that might arise from different spots, avoiding deeper pools of water and such. During that time, you felt okay. I mean, you kind of were busy with taking care of that. As you're kind of now waiting for Fenris to finish his casting and get this safe place for you to stay in, you kind of look around and it's the sensation that you have in this place is annoying you to the point that you keep wanting to draw your bow and shoot at whatever is annoying you. The birds chirping, the wolves howling. You normally don't want to kill all those, but this place makes you really be annoyed by these things. The cold of the water, the
irritable.
Everything is making you irritated by it. There's nothing specific. It's not like one thing is causing it. It's like the massive thing is causing it.
Okay.
To be clear, you don't get any, I'm not giving you any, penalties or anything like that. It's just roleplay.
No, yeah. So Pip is just going to pick up one of the frogs that are constantly swarming all over him. Just throw it as far as he can into the distance. Watched it hop back, and now I'm just going to throw it again. And that's just what I'm getting up to for a time.
Sure. I would kind of correct it just because you probably don't want to hurt your frogs. Maybe throw a stick or something like that.
I mean, it's swampy land, right? Frogs aren't going to be hurt by that.
Just go splat.
They're not hurt by the environment. They're hurt by you throwing them.
I don't think Pip's very strong.
It doesn't matter.
That's fine.
Yeah, you don't... It would be like, I mean, dogs are normally in nature, so, I can throw this dog away, it's fine. No, it's not.
No.
I feel like that this debate could actually really spiral because I genuinely want to make an argument that cats you can throw a cat a distance and it'd be
No, you
absolutely
can't.
fine.
No. Just because they can survive it doesn't mean they're fine. You are causing them a great deal of panic when you do that. Anyways, not going into mental health currently. Except for throwing some sticks, you kind of try to deal with it like that. After 10 minutes, I'm guessing the door kind of opens to the tree. Do you guys want to go in?
I'll let everyone else
Yes.
go in. I'll just kind of sit by the entrance of the tree for a bit.
So you sit in the cold water?
Tree is nice.
I mean, like, it's kind of leaning against it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Just sort of like
Sure.
squatting against it. Yeah.
Fenris will stand by the door and making sure everyone gets in, especially, but he's keeping an eye on Jasmine, especially. That's pretty much all he has attention for at the moment.
Yeah. You can see her going in, and you can hear from the trees behind you, a distance. You can hear almost like a scream for help. It's very faint, but you can hear it over the between the trees, kind of howling towards you.
Fenris snaps his head in that direction.
You heard that too, Fenris.
Yeah, I did. Did that sound familiar? Well, does it sound familiar to Fenris, I suppose, first question.
No?
Did that sound familiar to him in any way?
No,
Oh,
what I'm more concerned about is like how close did it sound?
Oh, oops! Don't look, please. Close your eyes.
Not looking.
Not looking.
Thank you. One
Character
second.
sheet's open.
Apparently, I closed
Not looking.
by mistake.
I accidentally
How
moved
far
you,
away?
and I didn't mean to move. Yeah, go on.
How far away did it sound? Sorry.
It sounded quite a bit off. You're guessing about maybe a mile off.
All right, Fenris. We've got two options. We're not going to go blindly running around in the fog. We don't know what's out there. We maybe call out to her, get her to her. It was her scream. Did you say?
It's a stream. It's hard to tell.
Okay. We get.
It's also
them
kind of
to-
ebbed with the all the environment kind of thing. So hard to tell.
You've got a responsibility to your sister. Don't go running off. I know what you're like, but we could just make a noise, make a fire, get them to come over here, and then we can defend. Or is that just putting the whole party at risk?
This is Barovia. We know that the Finns here are not what they seem. And you're right, I have a responsibility, Jasmine. Now, I can't just go running off at this point, but Fenris hesitates. What if it's...
What if it's what?
What if it's someone we know, or if it's someone that... What if it is one of my family who have also been dragged here?
Fenris, in terms of the people we know, I would quite happily let any of those fuckers that we previously knew here die a horrible, painful death. I thought they were all contemptuous twats. But, you know, if it was someone else you recognise, if it was someone you knew, I'd think you'd recognise them. Recognise their screams.
You're not wrong. And hey, I mean, Jonas wasn't that bad.
He was a pretentious prick. He did nothing to fucking help us. He just stood around, you know, going, oh, you could do that kind of thing. He was annoying.
He did help. He gave us money, and he acts as a patron while we're here.
Money, me. The dragon was cool,
Yeah,
but that didn't sound like a dragon.
I don't think the dragon normally sounds like that, no.
Anyway, enough about that. Like, yeah, so I'll stay guard. You go inside and tell the others what goes on. Look after your sister. I'll just keep an eye, listen out in here and shout out if anything's going on.
I don't know if it's... Are you sure about this?
Fenris, I'm always sure about everything. I'm pissed off. It's cold, it's wet, I'm back in this shithole. Like, the birds are fucking chirping anywhere, which makes me nervous, because fuck these birds, because we know the birds are shit, and everything's just pissing me off, so get fucking inside that tree and do what I say for once.
Fenris just kind of holds up his hand. It doesn't actually argue back on this occasion. He just turns
Thanks
around.
for making me feel irritable.
He just turns around and then pauses and then looks back. Hey, Pip.
Just fuck off. I'm really genuinely pissed off. Nothing else.
Well, anyway, thank you. And then he'll go inside.
I'm going to begin prepping a light meal for everyone, like a snack. I think snacks are great for tension.
Sure.
Fair enough.
Do we have enough to make tea? No.
What do you make it of?
I would assume the rations we had.
Sure. Okay. I'm just asking to know what it is.
I won't use all of them. It's more the stuff that will perish quicker, you know.
Sure. So you try to make something that resembles tea out of it. It's not really tea, but it's better than nothing. I will ask just how you warm it up.
Take the top off the lantern and use it like a small burner.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah, you have a lantern.
Yes, I do.
You could also ask Fenris, produce flame.
just hold it.
I also have a tinderbox or like a fire starter. But yeah.
Same.
Either way works.
So you do that, and you try to basically give some people something to drink.
Yeah.
Pip.
Yes.
You are leaning against this tree, and you can see the environment kind of starting to darken. The mist seems to be slowly kind of moving a bit lower and kind of thickening the air. The discomfort of yours grows as you can feel yourself getting a bit more chilly. And you're starting to kind of, rub your hands to warm yourself up and looking into the distance, listening around. You can hear something crack a piece of wood. You're pretty sure about 60 feet away from you.
Okay.
You can't see it, but you can definitely hear it.
This might seem a strange question, but I've lived in forests, I've lived around animals. Mm-hmm. Would I be able to make a nature roll to determine the size of the animal based on the loudness of the crack?
I would allow you without rolling anything. I will tell you that according to the branches you've seen and all that, you would guess it's at least a medium creature.
Okay.
Lighter creatures probably won't be breaking those branches.
Okay. I am going to remain very, very still, almost hide amongst in the shadows of the tree.
Roll stealth. Also, do you move, or do you move to find a better spot to hide, or do you stay where you are?
I was already by the entrance in the tree, so I don't think I would need to move. No.
But would you currently? What you told me, you're just squatting next to the entrance to the tree, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You're kind of trying to make yourself as less visible as you can. You can see this dark figure in the mist before you, seeming to be slowly moving towards you. It seems humanoid in some way. It's very, distorted due to the mists.
Okay. And you say he was 60 feet away. Is he now a little bit closer?
It seems to be about, you're guessing, 40, 50 feet. It's very hard to tell with the mist kind of distorting everything.
Okay. I'm just going to stay completely silent for now. I'm going to not move an inch.
You can
I'm hoping he
hear
is a T-Rex.
to the side of you, you can hear. I mean, to the side. When I say to the side, I mean you can hear from the side of you the howling of a wolf getting closer. You can hear a bird chirp to the other side of you. You wish to do
Is this medium creature? Is he moving like a wolf? You said he was humanoid, didn't you?
I did say it's humanoid.
Cool. So I am still just gonna wait and see how this plays out.
The humanoid seems to be mostly standing there, or at least what you assume is standing there, since it doesn't seem to be growing bigger, so it doesn't seem to be advancing towards you at the moment.
Okay. I'm not doing anything.
All right, you're still waiting.
I'm still waiting. I'm still silent.
The place continues to darken as the sun goes down. The mist, the humanoid shape seems to have started moving again very slowly towards you. But as it darkens enough, you lose track of where it is. Last you think you saw it, it was about 30 to 40 feet away from you. Since you have no light to shine behind it, you have no way to see it currently.
When we camped by the tree, did I see how climbable the tree was?
The trees are definitely climbable. They aren't like they aren't like those straight trees that have nothing to hang on to. They're definitely something you can climb onto.
Pip's instinct here is going to be to climb a tree.
All right. So, would you like to roll athletics or acrobatics?
Very much acrobatics, please. I'm going to use my nimbleness.
Sure. You start climbing the tree. It's not too hard to climb the tree. You can, as you climb the tree, you see this, the mist that you already saw before kind of hide most of your view of the ground as it is. You can still see, vague traces of things like features that you have seen before. How high up the tree do you want to climb?
It's not so really much how high, it's how, until I feel like a good stable place amongst the tree.
That would be around 15 feet up.
Yeah, let's go for that then. Yeah.
Okay. You'll climb up 15 feet. Meanwhile, is there anything inside that is going on? Anyone that would go out or anything like that? Because I'm just asking that actually to price scale. Would you try to go out to bring AT to our brave guard?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of poke my head out, turn to T.
You poke your head out and kind of look around. It's definitely very dark outside. You see no sign of Pip.
Pip?
I probably would be able to hear that, would I?
Pip, you do not hear it.
Okay.
I look around. I'm gonna hop outside, kind of walk around the tree.
So you kind of, before you walk around the tree, I will say that you start walking around. I'm just, there are two players here, so I need to, So Pip, you're looking down as you think you finally tracked a dark figure that you saw earlier. It seems to have reached the tree, and it seems to start circling you.
Pip's still obeying his strategy, but he's got his bow out. He's got the bow firmly focused on the figure by the tree as it goes circling.
As far as you can tell and as far as your history goes, this definitely looks like a behavior of someone hunting. Going around, probably looking up at you as much as you're looking down at it. So you're just aiming. You're not actually doing anything, right?
I am literally just kind of aiming. As far, Pip's logic right now is that this figure might have seen him, and he's just looking around the tree as that's the tree I was hanging around in. So he's being as quiet as possible, but with the bow pointed on the figure.
So, Bradskill, you do a full circle of the tree. You get back to where the entrance is. You have not seen Pip anywhere.
Well, I don't know that there's something hunting around the tree, so I'm going to keep looking for Pip because he was just out here. Pip,
Where
you
would
there?
you go?
Look up.
Roll
I am
perception.
wearing bright pink armor. But no.
I know what you're wearing, but it's completely dark. So, could you please roll perception? Bradskill, perception, please. Okay. You see something on the tree, something dark and hard to spot what exactly it is. Definitely humanoid, though. Seems a bit ominous. It seems that it might be having a weapon. You're not exactly sure. It's very hard to tell.
Is it Pip-sized?
The fog definitely distorts the sizes, so it's very hard to tell. Might be.
Well, I have no idea, so I'm just going to go off reaction. Is that you, Pip?
Pip, you can see the figure kind of looking up. The head seems to, kind of grow and kind of suggest that it's looking directly at you. It seems to be holding something in its hand, kind of as it's looking up at you. Might be, maybe, preparing a weapon. You don't know. But whatever it is small in its hand.
Yep, I've got my weapon still trained on it. If it, like the logic being, if it was threatening or knew where I was, that it would say something or do something or act in a certain way. But I'm very much ready.
Sure. Bradskill? There's no response from the figure.
Can we hear Brightscale from inside?
Yes. You can also see him now right in front of the door, kind of thing.
Matthias will go out to see what's going on.
Alright. You join with Brightscale.
Yeah.
You can see him kind of looking up the tree. Towards what you can see also as a dark figure.
Pip just vanished.
Pip.
Okay. Upon seeing
the figure seems to... No, wait. Let me describe it before you decide.
Right.
The figure seems to grow. It seems to double in size right before you. Almost like it's drawing darkness from around it, growing. Go on.
Okay. I'm going to make an executive decision.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to conjure animals, but I'm going to conjure them 60 feet away.
I believe you need to see the place. So you cannot.
Is it literally a case of can't see my hand in front of my face kind of situation?
Just to describe to you, kind of for you to understand in real life, they are 15 feet away from you, and all you can see is dark shades kind of in the mist. To be clear, it's magical mist, yes? It's not like a regular mist that is just...
No, I get it. So, I'm still going to... Actually, that trick I tried earlier, that primeval awareness.
Okay. What are you trying to detect?
It just says
Oh, never
you
mind.
can sense whether the following types of creatures are present within 1 mile. Or 6 miles if I'm in forest.
I would say yes. Is undead.
Okay. So I sense undead.
Yes.
Okay.
Within 1 mile. I mean, it's somewhere within 1 mile.
Right. Yes.
It actually says within up to 6 miles if it is in his very favorite terrain. So...
It's not his favorite terrain. It's a marsh.
I thought we were still in the forest. Never mind.
Okay. On the shadows. Can I see each of them?
Before you actually can cast a second... Oh, actually, that's not the spell. Never mind. Yeah, so you use Fairy Fire. Okay. So you're using it on the darkness there, whatever those things are, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a saving throw or is it just affecting them?
I think it's a saving throw.
Yeah, it's a saving
Dex
throw.
save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So roll a d2 so we... Oh, never mind. 1 second. Age, blah, blah, blah. Any creature in that area. Okay, so both of you please roll. Oh, boy.
Matthias stays perfectly still and lights up.
So, which color do you want to choose for them?
Bright pink.
Well, actually, there are only 3 colors you can choose from: blue, green, or violet.
Blue, green, or violet. Violet, please.
All right. So you can see half the shape kind of brightens up for a moment. Actually, not a moment, but brightens up, and you finally can recognize Matthias standing there. And because he's brightened up, the mist seems to slightly depart. Not enough to kind of, completely give you full vision, but you can make out a bright scale next to him, both of them looking up towards you.
Okay, I will hiss at them. There's something out there. Get back inside the tree.
You should probably come inside as well.
I kind of look up at him a little dubiously. So you're going to be out here?
Look, we need. Fine, I'll come inside. But I'll silently slide down the tree and climb back in after them.
There's acrobatics.
Just slowly moving my arms up just in case.
I've rolled 5 dice and none of them have been above a 7 or an 8.
So
I just want something good.
you try to, kind of slide down, trying to look cool as you slide down, but your foot kind of gets stuck in one of the roots, kind of part of the tree, kind of thing. As you don't get any damage from it, but you kind of tip over and fall face first into the mud.
Oof.
That's fair because it's really dark, so it would have been really difficult to climb down a tree. Yeah. Did anybody see that?
Yes, they both saw it. Also, you're very wet and very muddy now.
If you say a fucking word of that to anybody, I will make sure that you spend the night outside here in the wet swamp. Don't think I won't. I will tie you up. I've got plenty of rope. And drag you out here.
Come inside and warm up. Come on.
Would you like some tea? Hold out the cup of tea.
Yes, I would like some tea, thank
you.
Do you go in?
Oddly just...
Do you 3 go in?
Yes.
I'll go in and I'll immediately sort of not Fenris, because Fenris is probably preoccupied. I'll go to Mari and Obsid, kind of call them over with Brightscale and Mateus.
Everyone's getting a cup of tea, damn it. Sorry, out of character.
There is something lurking out there. Didn't seem overly threatening, that I could tell, but it's like, I'll describe relatively what I know, medium height kind of thing. Seemed to stop whenever. Didn't go for me, but seemed to know that something was there.
That's very... This place is proving quite intimidating.
I was
You
a
can
bit
hear a
as to whether
single knock on the door.
I'll approach the door.
Fenris immediately turns, putting Jasmine behind him, and then conjures up a Fladoos flame in his hand.
When he turns, does he just see Brightscale and Mateus just glowing pink and going violet now?
I mean, I'm hoping that you stop the effect. Or did you just keep it up so they keep glowing like weirdly?
No, I'm still concentrating. I like the
Okay.
violet.
There's a glowing purple orc in the room.
So,
I tried to
God,
wipe
this,
away the
but-
color, even though it's not there.
Jonathan, you went for the door?
Yep.
Do you open it?
No.
Okay.
Who's there? We're closed. Come back next
You
week.
can hear another
Remodeling.
second knock. Just a single knock again on the door.
I don't know if it'd be wise to open up.
This is Barovia. It's definitely not wise to open up.
Is there a way we can bar the door?
Jonathan's going to look at the bottom of the door. Is there a gap?
A slight gap, yes.
He's just going to take his rapier and just poke through the bottom of the door.
All right. You can kind of start poking through as your rapier seems to get stuck on something, or something stepped on your rapier.
Sorry, I'm proper giggling at that being the idea of poking a rapier on the. That's proper make that tickled me.
Oh my god, silly.
I will issue the command word to change it to the whip.
All right. It changes to the whip. Still stuck.
And then I will just turn and just full body yank it.
Roll athletics.
Outside, there's a werewolf spinning like a Beyblade.
You pull as hard as you can as it's stuck. As soon as you start pulling as hard as you can just feel it go completely free. And you kind of you move a good 5 feet backwards from just, you being prepared to pull as hard as you can kind of thing. It's like, when you try to pull someone and then they just let go. So you just kind of, fly back because of that.
Catch me.
You can hear a third knock after that.
I'll go back to the door as I'm coiling up my whip.
Sure.
Who is it?
You can see the door on the inside starting to get these small droplets of water, as though it's sweating.
Doors don't normally sweat.
Yeah, that's not something they should do. You can see the door starting to very slowly, very, very slowly, start to open up.
Immediately run up to it and shoulder it shut.
You would need to pull it, but sure.
I know it goes without saying, but I will also stop making people glow.
Sure. So you hold the door shut, and you kind of pull it back, so whatever was pulling it open is not keeping it open. It's very easy to hold it closed because whatever was opening it was not putting any force against you. Also, when you're holding it shut, nothing is trying to fight for it to be open. Okay. So you're just holding it, basically. You can hear a fourth knock on the door.
Speak or leave.
You can hear nothing from the door.
Fenris will keep a look at the state of the door. How's it looking? Is it getting worse, this sweating, for lack of a better term?
It's forming a tiny pool of water on the inside, but after about a minute of that, it stops sweating.
Matthias?
Yep.
When I say open the door and get out of the way.
All right.
You can hear a fifth knock.
Now.
Pulls it open.
And I immediately toss a produce flame.
Alright. Since you didn't see actually the shape before you shot it, I will give you a disadvantage. You fire your produce flame into the night. You can see it kind of brighten for a second through the mist, kind of going out into the open kind of place. There is definitely a humanoid shape standing right next to it as it's flying off into the distance. It seems to follow with its head the produce flame kind of flying off. The humanoid seems to be very wet, and it seems to have these half ragged clothing kind of on it. The hair seems to have been to already be completely wet. It seems that this person, whoever that is, his hair is not, a full hair, kind of full head of hair. The skin of it in the humanoid seems to be very pale. As it continues, kind of, as you can see, it kind of slowly turning its head back towards the doorway.
Matthias leans around it to look at him.
You can see its teeth as it opens its mouth to start to speak seem to, have seen much better days. They seem to be mostly dying or rotten. The breath of him is definitely not something you enjoy. As he says very calmly and very slowly, "Are you Fenris?"
Fenris narrows his eyes. Does this creature / person look familiar?
Not at all.
Who wants to know?
You are leading yourself in a place you will get lost in.
Sorry, Tom, could you repeat that?
You are leading yourself in a place that you will get lost in.
You are leading yourself in a place... Leaving or leading, sorry?
Leading with a D.
Yourself in a place where you get lost in.
Well, you will get lost in.
Going the wrong way.
Fenris just eyes the creature.
The creature does not seem to be moving. Just stands there waiting for your response. Yeah, go on.
And how exactly do you know my name?
I know most of you. 2 new compatriots to join you.
That still doesn't answer how you know us.
I have come to assist. I know all that travel within the Baron's reach. And your deeds have not gone unnoticed.
Out of character, Tom. Shouldn't he have said 3 compatriots since Jasmine's here as well?
He said 2?
Fair.
Well, unfortunately, there's no Fenris here, so if you would kindly leave us to our sleep, then we would be perfectly willing just to let you get on your way.
If you wish to keep stumbling through the marsh, I will leave you to go on.
Fenris kind of...
And he starts turning around.
Mutters under his breath again. Why exactly, before he responds, why exactly would you be willing to help lost travelers in this marsh?
You can see a very disturbing smile, as far as a smile goes, kind of show up on his face. I seek what many seek in this land. An end to this terrible, terrible ongoing thing, ongoing evil.
I mean, this place just seems to be full of ongoing evils. You're going to have to be a bit more specific.
I seek to stop this place from being a prison for those who do not wish to be here.
I see. And what is your name exactly?
My name used to be Ulrich. I'll type it.
Yeah, thank you. I was going to ask, does that name sound familiar? Because I know we've picked up a few notes and things here and there, and it might be from ages ago.
No, you don't know
that name.
That
Seems
name.
familiar to me, but I don't know why.
Took it from another place, but ignore that.
Fenris will narrow his eyes for a moment. And if one of us did happen to be who you were seeking, how exactly would you help us?
I already know you are. Whether you want my help or not, that is the only question. I will leave you if you wish, like the little one asked me to.
What? Fenris will kind of just look at him for a few moments and say, how exactly do we know we can trust you? You're going to have to, as you well know yourself, this land isn't exactly full of people you can necessarily depend on.
Trust me. Trust in a land like this.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't trust anyone in this land. But is there harm to listen to a traveler who is offering you help?
Fenris will look back at Jasmine. How is she reacting to this?
She fainted.
Shit. And he kind of turns to her and kind of scowls at the creature, Finn, and says, "Speak what you will, then." And as he tends to Jasmine.
Do you mind if I come in? It's rather cold and wet.
Fenris will kind of give a hand signal to Jonathan and Sinmari, because I don't think the others would be familiar with the hand signals just yet, to, get ready, just in case.
But do you let him in? That's the question.
Pip's just kind of looking at Fenris and looking at the guy. He's kind of, as leaving it to Fenris. I think Pip's already said his side of things, which was trying to get him to go away. So he's waiting for the others to see what they think.
I think caution is best here. Can you show us a reason for us to trust you?
You seek something you cannot find in this land. I can assure you I am unarmed. If it brings you any comfort, you can search me.
Creatures don't necessarily have to be armed to be dangerous.
Exactly. How can I give you any trust when you don't know me?
And what do you mean? Guys, I need to deal with Jasmine in a moment. Do you mind taking over for a moment?
Can I try looking?
Sorry, go on.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
Can I try looking past him, like as far out into the mist as I can, to see if there's anything else looking out there?
You don't see anything else, but you can roll a perception. You don't see anything else. You can definitely hear, the distant howling of wolves, the chirping, the chirping and such of birds and such.
Forgive me, but you've still yet to give us any reassurances as to why you were here, unless I've failed to hear.
If I were to promise something or another, why would you trust my promise or my words?
Because there's 5 people who have become accustomed to being lied to, and I feel like we would be able to suss you out if you did, but at least that would get us moving down the road into assessing why you're here, what your motives are.
You will not trust me even if I tell you a truth. I am, after all, undead.
The fact that you're undead doesn't really do anything towards my level of trust. You avoiding the question, however, very much does. Whether
You
your
asked me to
assumptions
tell
are
you
there or not,
something. I answered your question.
you didn't
I
answer my
am
question.
undead.
My
Does that
question
help
was,
you
what are
trust
your
me?
motives for being here?
To help you.
Jonathan will use do the look into his spectral sight a little.
Mm-hmm. What are you trying to achieve?
Just to see if there's anything
Roll
spooky
perception.
following it. Perception.
It's not so much that you can see something, but you can definitely feel whoever or whatever he is has a definite strong presence.
Just out of curiosity,
Yes.
before we invite you in, what kind of undead are you?
Some would define me as an intelligent spellcaster, perhaps. You might call me a lich, though. I didn't choose this form.
So, what is a lich doing trying to help us in particular?
You, as far as I know, are one of the lone ones that managed to leave and come back. You might have enough power to actually affect this realm.
He thinks we have power. I suppose we have some.
Disappointed in the future.
You still have hope.
Can I do a hefty insight check to see if he's more excited by this premise or relieved?
Sure. Excited.
And what is it you want?
Want to be free of this prison.
Yeah, do you mind if I insight that?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Oh no.
He seems to be telling the truth as far as you can tell.
Yeah. I will go up to Sanmari. I'll be like, I don't want. I'm just going to whisper. I'm not saying this because it's me, but we could tie him up just to see, like, if he tries to break through during the night. Just survive the first night, wait until day.
I mean, what is the difference between that and having someone guard like we usually do?
I feel safer if we're considering letting a stranger in if he's tied up.
I mean, you could ask him politely.
Excuse me, sir, as we're still a little bit cautious around you, would you object to us tying you up at all? It would go a long way into earning my trust.
He slowly kind of seems to look at you. And what assurances do I have? You will not try to kill me. Trust goes both ways.
You're the one that found us. You're the one who's trying to earn our trust. It's not the other way around.
I'm trying to assist you.
What does Fenris know about liches?
Liches get
roll
stitches.
history. Oh, kind of. You know not a lot. All you know is that wizards or very strong spellcasters can, in some manner of magic, make themselves go through a very unholy ceremony that turns them into an undead, that they still retain their intelligence and all that.
Fenris will look up from where he's tended to Jasmine, who he's picked her up and placed her on one of the bunk beds, I suppose, that would be in here. And he kind of looks back and says, from what I know about liches, you're a caster, and you've said as much. So, we all casters, and he looks at everyone specifically who's a caster, will bind our hands so that no spell casting can occur.
All I wish is to talk with you. If you wish to do it outside, I have no issue with that.
Fenris
Catch me
will.
outside.
I think outside would be best. There are too many dependents here.
He kind of turns around slowly and walks a few steps away from where the entrance is before turning back to look at you.
Fenris will look to Jasmine, and then he'll slowly step outside.
Mm-hmm.
And he's keeping a very close eye. He's got his staff secure and everything, and he's always kind of keeping his body in the way of where Jasmine would be located. So he's kind of always covering her, essentially, even this distance.
Anyone else joins him outside?
Yeah.
Jonathan would.
Okay, Matthias, Jonathan, and anyone else, or the rest of you stay inside?
I'll go.
Okay. Sanmari, you stay inside?
Sunmire will follow, yeah.
Brightskill? Brightskill?
I'm right here.
Do you go outside or stay inside?
I think I'll go outside just to provide support if need be.
He seems to be looking at every one of you as you exit the place. Yeah, go on. What did you want to say?
I was going to say, I will stay close to the door, though, so I can snap it closed at any moment or step inside to protect Jasmine.
He seems to be looking at all of you before saying, "Do you mind if I light some light for us?"
Fenris will say, "If you light a light, then I'll light a light as well. That fair?"
As you wish.
Fenris will conjure up a produce flame, but he won't throw it or anything. He just has it conjured up to produce a light.
He seems to cast something. As you can see, an orb of light kind of floating in the center of Yol. The light is actually slightly calming. Also, it seems to somehow repel a bit the mist from around you guys.
Oh. Definitely taking note of that.
Neat trick, Fenris says as he looks at the lich.
You learn a thing or two when you live long in this area.
All right. What did you mean earlier when you said that what we are seeking is not here?
I didn't say that. I said that if you keep walking this marsh, you will get lost. Without guidance, you're lost in here. It will keep turning and twisting you and keeping you inside. It is the nature of this marsh to do so.
Of course. Why not in Barovia?
But that is not the only help I wish to provide. It would seem strange to you, perhaps, but in a land that, well, festers with fear and uncertainty, there's a certain power to hope. I am assuming you, too, have joined them to assist.
Correct.
Yes.
Then, welcome. I am suggesting something that might seem strange, but with it, you might gain some power. It is the first step in perhaps finding a way to end the curse that is upon you. The curse that is to get stuck in this realm.
Do you mean this realm or this
I mean Barovia.
fog? Okay.
What I suggest is to decide to become not just friends that try to survive, but to actually become more as in declare yourself to the land as heroes that come to fight it. A band of heroes will be a beacon of hope, will have power.
Or targets.
Sorry?
I said or targets.
It is true some might find it more interesting to target you. But on the other hand,
of the land.
On the other hand, you stand no chance as being just survivors. You've seen what happens to those who dwell too long in this land. You've met those who are lost in this place. None leaves. None of them have left. They have survived. They have stayed years in this place. Lost themselves to it, found a life that they see as sufferable. Are you willing to stay here for years to come, suffering and never be free?
Well, I can certainly say on my part, no, and that's certainly not my intention of being back here in the first place.
I mean, he's waiting still for the rest of your responses.
Sounds about right to me. Find a way out and take as many people as possible with us.
I think preserving as much life would go well here. I'm in. Let's do this.
As long as I can make enough coin to open my inn, I'm good.
Sinmari? Pip?
Yeah, Pip's looking thoughtful, but not quite saying anything. He doesn't look like he objects either.
And Sinmari?
Seems very, indecisive.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite saying anything, but not kind of like if they look for her to answer, you should kind of just shrug.
I'm not sure about us declaring us heroes that come to liberate this land. That's certainly not our aim here, but What exactly would be involved if we were to look to do such a thing?
There are items that heroes have lost before. I could help you find their locations. If each of you will be armed properly with items that once held hope, it could fight the darkness that is threatening to take over. And then you stand a chance of actually freeing yourself from this land.
And what about any other companions we might have? He kind of stops himself short from saying his sister.
Those who wish to be free need to have an item of power with hope on it.
And how many of these items are there exactly?
Probably many. This realm has existed for eons.
I have it on good authority from a goddess that there are other ways to leave this land.
Did she tell you how?
She gave me a general idea, yes.
You are free to explore your own solutions. I am just offering another path. This is not selfless. If you manage to free yourself, I will be able to follow suit.
Just one more question that's been lingering for me, if that's okay.
Of course.
How was it that we arrived back here and you immediately managed to find us, the very people who can give you said freedom? How was it that you were able to track us down so quickly?
A scrying pool.
Fenris perks up at that.
A what, sorry?
A scrying pool.
Where exactly was this scrying pool?
In my tower.
This doesn't sound like the one Strahd was describing, because I believe the one Strahd was describing was in some kind of cave, didn't he say?
Yeah, it's not the one that Strahd described.
Fenris kind of frowns and says, "Oh, okay." Fenris says, "From what I know about liches, usually there's some kind of unholy ritual involved in creating your kind. So you mentioned that you did not choose this form. Perhaps you could give us a better background."
It was many years ago. I used to be in an adventuring party. We arrived here probably much the same as you did, through a mist. And we went about and tried to do what adventuring groups do. Fight the monsters and try to get free of this place. What we didn't know is that the more you fight the monster, and at some point we lost the what is right and what is wrong in this land. I will not try to ask for forgiveness for the acts we did. But at some point, past crimes and past acts came back to bite us. And My friends lost me. I died. Since I was one of their main requirements for strong magic, they decided to find individuals to undergo this ritual upon me. What they didn't know is that those same individuals that raised me would kill them right afterwards. I lost everything that day.
I would like to insight his story.
Sure. Let's say.
How rehearsed does it sound?
Well, actually, the question is, what do you try to insight for, Fenris?
Well, I'm trying to find out if he's telling the truth, or
He does believe it. And I'm saying that because that is what you can tell. Whether it's the truth or not, it's his truth.
I know something about what it's like to lose everything you cared for.
Sorry for being so quiet. The lore dropping right now is huge. I haven't.
Yeah, it's fine. If we were to go ahead, did you commit these acts outside the Barovia or inside of Barovia? The only reason I ask, not to judge you for your mistakes, I'm sure you've been judged enough for that, but more to get a lay of how it works.
Barovia has a strange way of changing your point of view slowly. You start by doing the right thing, but as time shifts, what is right, what is wrong? And at some point, with the best intentions, you do the most heinous acts.
All right. Say we go with this. You said that we have to declare ourselves heroes of the land. There are people I do not want to remain here, and I'm certainly looking to get them out. But if there are others here who shouldn't be here in the first place, then I'm more than happy to help them as well, if possible. But how exactly is this going to work? You said we have to find these items of lost hope, I suppose, for lack of a better term.
Yes, that would be the second step. But not all of you have decided to do it, as in the first step.
Fenris will look specifically at Bright Scale and Matthias. Guys, you're new to this land, and honestly, we need to kind of go over some things about how things work here and how dangerous things are. We haven't had time to really properly sit down and discuss it, but are you sure about this? I don't think this is something you can go back from if you declare it.
I think we're past the point of no return.
Yeah, I don't exactly know how you would like them to back out of it. We are here.
Yeah,
I mean, after all, we left our home for this. So here we are.
Yeah, but you don't have to necessarily declare yourselves heroes of the land. We can continue as we have been. So this is why I'm making sure that you...
I'm curious about something. How would declaring ourselves heroes exactly change anything?
If you want to change the world, you must start with yourself.
Right, but I'm trying to understand more practically. What would that mean? Would we have to take on tasks from someone, or?
No. I will actually answer you through a friend of yours. He looks directly at you, Jonathan. You can see beyond this realm to some degree, if I am correct.
Yeah. You would be
What do you
correct.
see when you look at me?
Jonathan will actually step is he within the radius that I can see that realm?
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan will.
Yeah, I already described it
Just face-
earlier when
yeah.
you did it. Yeah, I already described it as a very strong presence.
Strong presence in both this realm and that.
It is because I still hope. My magical powers might be magnificent for some, but them alone doesn't seem to do enough of an effect on this realm.
Because
But hope seems to change things.
hope gives them holy abilities? Or something akin to divine power?
Hope gives your soul power to fight the darkness. You felt it.
Believe, I guess.
Yes. It can work with belief as well.
I've fought the darkness more than once. There's also a lich at one point.
Fenris just smacks his face and says, Jonathan, you are not a lich.
Was I undead?
That doesn't make you a lich. It's a whole different classification.
Was I an intelligent undead?
That doesn't make you a lich.
Exactly. I'm no longer a lich. I got better.
Brighttail's gonna rub his temples a little bit.
You were not a lich in the first place, goddammit.
You believe what you want to believe. Anyway, you were saying?
I was saying that this is your answer. You guys asked me why I think hope will help you. I am guessing you brought him back from the dead. Or from his undeath.
More than once, but Fenris mutters under his breath.
It will eventually stop working. His soul is strong as much as it is strong. At some point, if he has no hope, his soul will be gone.
Gone as in it goes to the fugue plane or stuck here?
Gone as in consumed by the realm.
Oh, lovely.
Why do you think the mist keeps hanging around?
I mean, that would make some sort of sense.
You don't need to go about declaring that you are heroes to everyone. Just to yourselves.
So, act the part and the surroundings shall change?
Act the part and start doing what you believe heroes do.
That's a very...
Fake it till we make it, then.
You ask us to prove our worth through our deeds, it would seem.
Is there another way to prove yourself?
You're not wrong, but act how we would think. That can be a very slippery slope, depending on the individual.
I think that's why we need to stick together. The way we can keep each other in check on that account.
To tell
Jonathan just kind of looks at Pip.
to tell you that this path is without problems. I will not.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I'm sure the Lord of the Land will definitely take much interest in that particular declaration.
You are not in his domain at the moment.
Wait, we're not in Barovia?
You are, but not in his domain.
He is trying to be the lord of all of Barovia, but as you recall, he has enemies, so I'm guessing this is one of the parts he doesn't control.
Whose domain is this?
You have met the one that governs this area.
Oh,
He's a baron.
that guy.
Of the same complexion as you, I presume?
No, I am a traveler.
No?
He governs from the shadows. He has no body to speak of.
So it's not necrophiliac then.
Fenris just looks at the Pip and just says, "We're still going with that then."
Yeah, just not to his face, apparently.
It's been
And
a
Mari
while
will go over
since
to the
you've been
two
in
that hasn't been initiated and whisper into the ears.
He means to say Necrophorus. An undead guy that's quite powerful.
It's been a
I
while
frown at
since
the
you've been in the
mention of a
realm.
high-level undead.
Necro what, sorry?
Necrophorus.
Right.
It's been a while since you've been in the realm. Time has moved on.
How much time?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to ask.
About 2 months.
Oh, is that all? I thought it was going to be much more than that.
You know, time moves differently here.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was going to be
seems a
much
bit-
more.
It seems like it actually moves a bit slower here then.
Time is moving.
But
As time
from
moves.
from our conversation with a certain entity that was also quite powerful, the way she explained, time flux changes. So while time have moved slower in this instance, perhaps it moves faster in others.
In addition, the two of you are from a section, a reality that has been consumed. He points at Matthias and Brightskill.
Say that last part again.
The reality you came from has been consumed.
Consumed in what way exactly?
Destroyed.
Dum.
Gone.
Brightscale's eyes are going to furrow deeply at the word mention of that.
Is it because we chose to come back here and therefore closed off that particular realm? Or what, did
Yes.
something else happen?
No, it was that.
So my choice is responsible for the deaths of an entire plane.
I wouldn't call it death. I would call
My
it.
parents.
I would refer to it more as you
Our
caused them not to be birthed.
Right, okay, now there's another way of putting this. That realm might be closed off, but that doesn't mean they don't exist in another realm. Trust me, I've had to work this through myself. I've had issues working through this problem myself.
Brightscale looks close to crying right now.
Fenris will actually go up to Brightscale, leaving his doorway for a moment, and kind of says, "Look, Brightscale, Don't think about that, because trust me, that path leads to madness. But think of it this way: just because that realm is no longer in existence doesn't mean the people you loved and cared about don't still live in the kind of thinks of a word, I suppose, the primary timeline. They are still alive. Or possibly still alive. I can't make any promises in that regard, but they're not completely gone. I get it. I do. I had to make a tough choice previously, and I had to live for myself because of it. But that doesn't mean there's no hope. As he said, I know the version of the world you knew is gone, certainly, but that doesn't mean that there isn't a version of the world that you can still be happy in.
I guess, from my understanding of conversing with several knowledgeable entities, think of it like any time you go against a time stream, it splits, and two versions of the same person exist in two different realms. If you, let's say, stitch together the time stream, the split goes back on itself and didn't happen. You two, the best way to describe it is that you two are from a split time stream that got patched, but you left it before it got patched. So you are a copy of the ones that exist in its correct time, or if they, I wouldn't even say if that would be the correct one. You're a copy of the ones that exist in the other version of the time stream, but you're here and not in your own realm.
Well, existed based on what's been advised in that regard, but that's neither here nor there. That's a whole other head thing we'll have to figure out. But
so you could also think of it as, it's not because your families and everyone you knew in the other world died or didn't exist. It's more like they merged back in with the other self. The time stream lined up again.
So that's hard for me to accept. I lived a life. We had lives that we left. How is that not true? How is one timeline more true than the others?
Technically, as far as I recall, the other strahd told us that if we didn't come to your realm, actually you two would have been dead by the time we were there. Since we changed the time in your loop. So technically this causes less time problems, because we went in there, changed the timeline so that you continued to live instead of dying, then took you out of the realm and stitched it back together.
That does raise some interesting questions about what will happen when we get back home, but that's something we can think about.
Technically, if you go back to your own realm, you are in your correct realm, but you are still an anomaly, as are you here. Anywhere you go from now on, in a way, you are an anomaly. But who is to judge what timeline is the correct one? In this timeline, you are just you. You are the original. I'm trying to say that I understand feeling sad, but at the same time, it's not like everyone died. It's just that you can no longer live beside them. They exist elsewhere. For now.
if it helps, when I was plucked from my time frame, I thought, great, here I am with 3 completely random blokes and a fire turkey, but, actually, it turned out for the better. For me, at least.
I'm going to ignore that fire turkey comment. Fenris says, looking at Pip.
I think it's a fitting name.
Just smiling at Fenris.
Bright Scale's just kind of taking everything in. They're just going to kind of go a little quiet and just become a little unresponsive.
Matthias will pull him into his chest. I think there was a lot of words to say that the river has changed course and the path it ran is no longer ours. That doesn't mean it wasn't there.
But perhaps your presence might give a chance to better fight this. Perhaps you, having never had existed normally, gives hope.
I know I'm comforted by your company.
Well, keep moving forward, I guess. And we are here.
I think it best, yeah.
So what is your
Thank you for
decision?
your words of comfort.
Are you deciding to become heroes, or have I wasted my time?
Well, in a way, I would say we've partially already been that, because my friend over here,
Looking at Fenris.
can't help but throw us under the bus every time a child cries. And, we've been getting involved having to do tasks for places we come across. We might as well continue like we have, but maybe do it slightly more in the name of justice. And I believe these two also have their morals in the right place for that.
Looking at the 2 new arrivals.
In order
If not
for
us,
be,
then who, eh?
Right?
in order to be proper heroes, we need to name your band.
Oh, that's easy. It's the Pit Posse.
Fenris will say, deny.
That is primed for some Freudian slippage.
I'm loving this storyline so far. Let's keep going. Look.
Fenris is like, that is completely denied, and it's not going to happen, Pip.
It's a group decision, and it's up to our new friend here. And looking at his face, I'm just going to say that he loves the name Pit Posse, and who could blame him? It's a great name.
Oh my god.
I would suggest a name that brings fear to those who are your enemy. You do not need to choose it now, but I would suggest you think about it. Once you have decided, and once you can choose a way that you want to represent it, I can grant you the tabards to give you, so any who look at you will know. And since you have chosen this path, you will finally have a chance to do something for yourself.
Mhm.
I will grant you, each time you are ready, a location of an item. I'll try to give you some information about the location as much as I can. Retrieve the item and make sure one of you wields it. Once you are all wielding at least one of those items, we can talk about the third phase.
can you give us at least an idea of what would be involved with the third phase?
Bringing the fight to the one that can free you from this location. You know of whom I speak.
Yep. I had a feeling that would be involved somehow.
But with those weapons, you stand a chance.
It sounds like more of a plan that we've had for a long time.
Forgive me for wondering, but didn't somebody else in Barovia tell us to get certain items and collect them?
There was a seer, I believe, yes, but we never really. Well, I think we possibly came across one of those items, but we all know what happened in that particular scenario.
And I'll kind of like wave my ring and the ring of Zerath and kind of go, this wouldn't happen to be one of the items, was it?
No.
Okay, well, there goes my theory.
Doesn't mean it won't help.
Oh, it's very useful. Very good.
Every little effort counts.
And now that we have chosen a path, I shall keep the mist at bay for the night. I shall leave you to asleep undisturbed. When you are ready to speak to me again, he holds out a stone. Speak to it, and I shall hear you.
Fenris will take the stone. Does it look like a sending stone? Because I know.
Indeed.
Does this work anywhere in this realm?
As long as you're within the realm.
We need to be able to see the Barovian 5G tower.
Barovian 5G tower.
They're already using 6G, I'm sorry.
Jesus! Fastest internet anywhere, but they're not connected to shit.
It's intranet. It's internal.
Fastest LAN party area ever.
Intranet, you know.
We find Strahd playing League of Legends at 3 a.m. Judging the
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Kerbal Space Program.
With friends. Every one of them is playing one Kerbal. Anyways.
Amazing.
He's using undead to control Kerbals.
Onto some Gmod server.
Anyway,
I shall leave the light here. It will last for the next 8 hours. As he slowly turns and starts walking into the darkness.
Do you ever tell us how exactly to get out of the swamp?
He did not.
I think we have to contact him in the morning.
Yes.
That was the idea, yeah.
I think this is a good point to end the session.
Yeah.
Now, you may or not do it. Just a kind of a way to go about it. If you guys want to discuss the name of the group, or a symbol for the group, whatever you wish.
Breakfast Club. Kidding.
Whatever you wish, just decide, and then next session we can go on and continue.
Yeah.
Thank you for comforting my character, Senmari. That was very nice.
You're welcome.
What next session? Do we have it in 2 weeks?
I can't on the 15th. It's my anniversary week, so it's basically Petal and I will be doing stuff that week.
I'm guessing you cannot make it next week.
I possibly could. It depends.
I cannot next week because
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
on
you
night
can.
shift.
Okay, yeah, so no. And in 3 weeks?
The 29th?
The 22.
29th.
No, 22.
22nd?
Yeah.
22nd,
Oh, yeah,
mate.
22nd. Yeah, it is the 22nd, sorry.
22nd should work for me.
That should be fine as well, yeah. I work
Uh,
from home and I end my shift literally 15 minutes before we start.
I'm
Should
actually
be
also
fine
asking
for me.
Liam.
I'll
Yeah, sorry, 22nd should be fine for me as well.
Okay. Anyone that cannot make it on the 22nd?
as
Griff,
far
you
as I'm
good?
aware, it should be
22nd?
fine.
Griff?
Yeah, I should be available.
Let me just then verify that I can make it.
Terms on holidays flying to Greece.
No, I'm just... Oh. I will be on holiday. I will need to update you about it. I don't know if we'll be doing anything during that time. So yeah, we'll see. If not, if we don't have a session then basically it was in 4 weeks anyways, then we are right?
Yeah, it would be
29th.
29th.
Yeah, 29th,
Yeah.
anyone has a problem?
Alright, so the next session on the 29th should work for me.
Yep.
29th
Well, next session
should
might be
okay.
22nd. We'll see if I can make it. If not, then I will let you know.
Yeah. 22nd definitely, 29th is also fine, I think. Yeah.
Okay. 29th I can for
tentative.
sure.
So 22nd tentative, 29th definite.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's about it. Let me just verify some stuff here. Okay, so soon we'll get into my holiday period, which might be a problem in some sessions, just so you guys know. Though I think it is mostly skipping our sessions. I mean, it's the off week of our sessions. The reason that I want to keep, because of micro, I'd rather, if we could, and it's up to you, Liam, if you can, if we do in 3 weeks, to do the week after as well, to
keep
go
it on
back
the same
to
2-week rotation, because then it'll line up, because every like I do like night free week, and then I do day when I'm over at the office, day when I'm not
Yeah.
over at the office, and it like rotates like that every 8 weeks. So if we're on this current roll, then it'll hit my free weeks and not my night weeks,
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I'm fine
Yeah.
with that. I'll talk to Petal about it, but I think that should be fine if I explain.
If not, then
so
you
we
tell
can
us.
keep
You
it.
know, as always, we'll go according to what goes.
Yeah, let us know.
It's okay, I'll take control of Fenris for you.
That'll give him motivation to figure it out.
Thank you very much for having played with me. I enjoyed it very much. I hope that Mike, you enjoyed some lore and some roleplay.
Of course.
Hell yeah.
I like the roleplay part.
Good. For those on stream, we don't have actually any viewers. I mean, okay, it's my first time on YouTube, so I didn't expect much.
Do the viewers want to know my research about whether throwing a frog would actually harm the frog? Because I've done the research.
Well, you can now tell it. Go on.
Okay. The rules as written, the frog wouldn't take any damage from being thrown into a swamp.
Why not?
It wouldn't be harmed in any way. Because my strength is so low and it's below 10 feet of actual full damage, and the frogs themselves are durable. So
why would
it kind
you
of
think it would
reinforces
be it would be less than 10 feet?
Height. If he's throwing
character's
he's
not that-
throwing it horizontal, he's not throwing it up
Yeah.
into the air.
It would hit us 3. It's 10 feet of movement that has been forced upon the creature at speed. It could do damage.
at speed.
I mean, then you'd have to
minus
roll
one
a d100 to see if you hit a tree, I guess,
In a marsh full of
I'm pretty
trees,
sure
yes, you'd
look,
have a
it can
chance.
aim.
You have a chance.
I'm not aiming at a tree. I'm aiming. I know it's like. I know it's like.
It's important.
Hey,
Hills.
with your aim, you
We
can
need to
still
have an
hit a tree.
I think that would have to be like a standard attack roll, like a ranged attack roll, and then the higher the number, the more likely you are to miss, the lower the number you're more likely to hit a tree. Feel like a reversed attack roll.
But then are you telling me that every time I, use my frogs for anything, that they're physically
Good night,
getting
people.
Yes.
Not you. I'm saying to stream. Yeah.
Yep. You're bludgeoning your frogs on things.
Oh, that completely changes my character.
Which actually, now that I think about it, that's actually raised a question I've had about your frogs for a very long time.
Don't ask. don't look too much into it.
I'll end
What's the range of your bow?
audio from the stream. Good night, stream.